Hello, Libra, and welcome to your full moon reading. This reading is for all Libra rising and all Sun, Moon, or Venus placements in Libra. If you're not sure of your planetary placements, you can search on the internet for a free natal chart and enter your information. It'll provide that for you along with your ascendant if you put in your time of birth. I've shuffled and I've shuffled the cards and cleared them, and I've cleared this space. I'll be doing a quick shuffle cut so that we can start your reading for this full moon, which is also called the strawberry moon. The Algonquin Native American or indigenous peoples named it that because this is about the time that strawberries would ripen. Usually the first full moon of summer or the last full moon of the spring. Now, I have already set out some of cards. I pulled these cards purposefully for this reading because they're giving us the structure for the tarot reading. They're from the Star Codes Astro. The structure that we'll be using today is we're starting with your sun sign, but understanding that Libra as the sun sign has many different sides, many facets, many characteristics. And which side of Libra is going to be of most assistance, what does it need to be brought out so that you can make the most of the full moon reflections that will be occurring at this time, that intuition. Also, the sun is actually transiting in Gemini, which is your 9th house. We'll talk about that when we get to the tarot cards for that. The full moon is occurring in your 3rd house of communication, and we'll also talk more about that as we get through the tarot reading. But let me tell you first remind you rather, that this full moon is a time for reflection. It's a checking in since the last full moon, which was an eclipse that happened May the 5th, in your 2nd house of money and resources, career, your work, your self-worth as well, your values. So that full moon eclipse forced a lot of release, a lot of letting go of things that weren't working for you anymore in that area regarding your income, your bank account, your investments, etc., your career. So this full moon wants you to look back at the last 30 days since then, and with the new perceptions, the new intuition you're going to have in this 3rd house of communication, and the way you think about the world, the way you interact with your world, people and environment, your mental outlook, and the way you solve problems, the approach you have to that, the approach to communication, that intuition is going to help you. But first, let's see which part of Libra is going to be of greatest help here. I've shuffled, but let me do a quick little cut here. Which part of Libra? The 8 of Coins. Okay, that's interesting because Libra, you're not an earth sign. And the earth signs are noted for their work ethic, their focus, their get the job done kind of energy. The 8 of Coins, 8s are very powerful numbers. They're like infinite manifestation. It's 2 4s. When you put the 2 4s together and get your 8, you get an extra powerful manifestation. 4s represent foundations and manifestation in general. 8s represent, they are a power number, and they are infinite manifestation. So this is going to be related to your work. And remember, we had that eclipse was in your 2nd house of career, work, money, and resources, your work ethic. So that continues. Remember, eclipses, that influence lasts for anywhere from 2 to 6 months. So that energy is still with you, and it's going to stay with you a while. We'll see how that connects to what this full moon wants from you, or how you can use this full moon. But let's get a little more elaboration on this powerful 8 of Coins. In the original deck, the original tarot, the worker, the person there's a stack of 7 coins, and the person's not or 6 coins, the person is not even looking at what they've accomplished. They've got a pentacle or a coin in front of them that they are working away. And they've got another one on the ground. They're not worried about it or focusing on it. They just enjoy their work so much. So there's something about an activity that means work to you, whether it's your career or a hobby, a pastime, side business, a business you're starting, whatever it is, you are enjoying it. You really, really are focusing on it. And you love it. You're getting lost in it. You love every minute. But I'd like to know a little bit more. Let me cut again. Let's see what else. How is this aspect of Libra going to help with this lunar full moon? 6 of coins. Okay, these are two good cards in the Pentacle suit. They're called coins here. Okay, the six of coins or 6 of Pentacles represents accomplishment and some expertise. You could say you've arrived in whatever you see as your work, your purpose. You've arrived. You've gathered some skills and knowledge, and not only do you have enough that make you feel like you've come far, and you do have some expertise, and it gives you security, but you also have more to share. You have extra to share. So you have plenty to take care of you and yours, and you have more to share. So this is going to be very much about work, which tells me that whatever was started with that full moon eclipse a month ago, when you check in now, even though this is occurring in your 3rd house of communication and your mindset, it's related to the way you communicate regarding your work and your mindset toward work, your work ethic. Very, very much. Okay, let's talk about this full moon real quickly before we go on. This full moon is very distinctive. It's unique. And that's because it is perfectly aligned with something we call the Great Attractor, which is millions of miles away in another galactic a cluster of galaxies. And it's a center of gravity in that cluster that is a supercluster. And that center of gravity is so strong, so forceful. And because our moon is perfectly aligned with it, it is affecting, even though we're hundreds of millions of light years away from that, it's affecting the power of this full moon. And what that's doing is it's heightening your intuition. Now, full moons illuminate. They're brighter. They're very bright. They're as bright as a moon can get. And they illuminate the hidden. The moon represents secrets, hidden mysteries. And when a moon is full, it's going to illuminate those for you. They may be mysteries because there's something that you saw but didn't want to deal with at the time. Put it on the back burner. It could be a mystery or unseen or hidden because you just didn't have access to all the information about an investment, about a job, a project at work, about a team you were working with. Or it could be that you took a step back and you're going to look again, and you're going to follow your gut and listen to your hunches, and you're going to have some realizations, Libra. You're going to have realizations along the lines of, oh wow, I hadn't looked at it that way before. Your mindset. This shows me a whole new side. I think I need to change the way I tackle this. Or, oh, I didn't know my team would come together like this, and this chemistry produces a strength that we can really use on this project. Or maybe it's not about the work itself, it's about your income or an investment, and you discover information you did not know about earlier. But this hidden truth or mystery, the unseen, will be illuminated, and Spirit's going to send you these realizations through your intuition. And let's look at that a little bit more. Let's go here before we go back over to Gemini in your 9th house. I want to know more about how are these messages from Spirit, this intuition, this intuitive guidance you're going to get. How is that going to help you with, or how is this aspect of yourself, what you've achieved so far, and how much you love what you're doing, how is that going to help heighten your intuition, help you use your messages to your best advantage? And what we have first is, oh, the Five of Cups, crying over spilled milk. Okay. What's going to happen is your intuition, your spiritual messages are going to direct you away from looking at the spilled milk here and back toward your attention is going to be directed over here to the 2 cups that are still full. So whatever mindset this is, the 3rd house of thinking, you are thinking too much about mistakes that have been made, about misfortunes or bad luck that's come to you. And this is causing your emotions to lean toward the negative, and you're not looking at what's still available there that you can work with, and bring forward and make progress. Let's get another clarification card here. So you're going to change your mindset. Another Cups, Queen of Cups. Queen is mastery of her element, which is water. Cups represent water. Water means emotions, love. It can be romance, creativity, and your subconscious. Well, of course, that's why water energy is very intuitive. So the moon, when your intuition is heightened during this eclipse, and this eclipse lasts, the energy started a few days ago, and it's going to last for 2 or 3 more days. When you are reflecting, when you are getting quiet and still and listening to your intuition, this queen energy, the mastery, the essence of her element, is going to help direct your attention, your thinking, the way you look at the world, away from what's lost and what can't be fixed to what can be. Instead of what can't be, it's going to be what can be. One more card here. The Knight of Cups. Man, okay. So this is all about emotions, subconscious, and love. And this doesn't necessarily mean love in terms of romantic love or intimate love. It could simply be love of your work, love of the job that you do, and you love yourself. It could be self-love. And for the next couple of days, you're going to see some things you did not see before. It's going to dawn on you, and dawn, because of that's where why we use that word. It dawned on me. Light was shed. It's going to dawn on you some things about your situation surrounding work. Some things are going to dawn on you that you didn't see before. That's going to turn that attention, because this queen knows exactly how to use emotions and intuition to further her goals. This knight, the knight goes on quest. The knight loves a mission, and this knight's mission is to get you in touch with your intuition, to make sure that you have some kind of space alone. You go on walks alone, or something, you retreat, and you look within yourself, and you listen to that gut, you listen to those hunches, and you play them. But let's see, the sun in Gemini has a lot to do with this as well. This is happening while your sun is in Gemini, which is another air sign, and it's in your house of exploration and growth and expansion. So I'd like to see how that's going to be related to your intuitive knowing that's going to help you grow this. You're going to grow this through this work ethic and through this love of what you're doing. Let's see. We have the Ten of Cups. Wow, all this water energy. Ten of Cups. Ultimate happiness. Ultimate happiness. In the original deck, a family is looking at a rainbow of cups. The rainbow that comes after the rain. And you don't really have rain here. You don't have any severe downtimes. You may look at this. You see the storm clouds. You looked at this as desolation and a real loss. This really affected you, but really it's a way of looking at things. It's not nearly as severe, and it's not ruining your life or you nearly as much as you think it is, because with this effort here, with this emphasis, you're going to get right back on track. And through building, through your work, you're going to achieve this ultimate happiness here. And that's a completion of a cycle. Let's get another card here and see what else. I still have a lot of questions, but we're not going to go much longer. Let's just see what other clarification we can get here. 6 of Cups. My gosh, you now have 5 cups. And of course, this is moon energy, I realize, but you're the only reading so far. I think you're my 10th reading, and that's the only one that's had this many. 6 of Cups. Something in your past, a memory, a fond recollection, maybe a nostalgic thing, but maybe a security and a sense of belonging you felt in the past. You know what? This Queen of Cups could be a mother figure, a very loving, nurturing mother figure who's passed away, and you will be getting intuitive messages from her. You may not realize they're from her, but when you do get a feeling, a twinge, or a glimmer of something, explore that and see because this is very much related to a sense of belonging and security and love from the past. Something that made you feel very good, your comfort zone. And here's this Queen. And these are your intuitive messages coming in. Yes, that's what this is about. So you're going to be coming into a cycle. The 10 of Cups completes whatever this is about in relation to this change of attitude, and being an attitude of gratitude for what you still have that you can build on, rather than regretting and lamenting the loss. So attitude of gratitude, and I think that's what this maternal figure is communicating to you. And that's going to turn things around so that you are refocused, back on track. You achieve that ultimate satisfaction and happiness through this cycle, and you get ready to start a new one, because this is about exploration. You're ready for something new so that you can grow in more ways. Remember, mother figures, parents love to see their children grow. All right, well, this brings this reading to an end, Libra. I hope you found some insight, connected to it in some way. If so, please give me a thumbs up, or you can feel free to follow the channel as well. Subscribe to it. And I'll be doing another reading next week on love and relationships, if you'd like to tune in for that one. Thank you again for clicking on this, and I look forward to reading for you again. Thank you.